Hey, what is up, you guys? It is Andurand bringing you another video. This time, talking weapon balance and ranking a certain class of guns. And this one, I'm ranking the LMGs. Trying to find out if the LMGs are viable. So, starting off at number 4, we got the Gorgon. Alright, the Gorgon, this gun. I have a love-hating relationship with this gun because in the same game, people that play with me will know that I say, I hate the Gorgon. And then I'll get a quad feed with it and I'll be like, I love the Gorgon. It's such a weird gun to me. I don't really understand its place in the game. I don't really think it has a place. I mean, it does shred through enemies like this, and I get a decent kill death with it. It's not like I'm really negative or anything. It's just the slow fire rate and only having 40 bullets, it's something that doesn't suit a game with this movement. I think that's what it is. Because people can just jump and shit on you with an SMG or with an AR with a high fire rate. Even any of the other LMGs can shit on you like this, but you kind of have to sit back, pick on a head glitch, and as you can see, I just shred through people on B flag, or again on this clip too, I'm shredding through people on the B flag. But that's all it's really good for, is sitting down and picking people off. And I guess that's what an LMG is for, but this game is just you need to rush in this game, and you cannot do it with this gun. I never get kills where I'm hip firing or anything like that because the fire rate is the lowest in the class and the mag size is the lowest in the class. I'll give it that it has a ridiculous amount of damage, which almost, and I say almost makes up for it. Look, this is the only time you get big amounts of kills, or when people are just sitting still. I mean, I play on 7 sensitivity, and it still feels like a super slow gun. Compared to the other LMGs, it's just not good. And I mean, the headshots are kind of easy to get because it's pretty slow and it recoils up. It's like the Shiva. It's basically just the Shiva that shoots faster and does slightly less damage. I put a sight on it. It's a bit better, but still, I just don't think it's that good. That's why I ranked it at number 4. It's just the mag size, the rate of fire. It just feels too slow for a game of Call of Duty. Mind you, I do get some nice clips here with it. This is the last clip here. Again, I rank it 4th because the other ones are just so much better. That is, despite the quad feed +1 that I just got there. So now that we got the Gorgon at number 4, the next one up is the BRM at number 3. So the BRM is your typical LMG. I mean, 75 bullets in the mag, fast fire rate, good accuracy. But it's still a little slow to me. I don't know. It's a good gun. I'll give it that. It's fun to use. I used it quite a bit, honestly. It's a really good defender of B and picking people off of head glitches, because that's a lot of the time what people are doing, especially on this map here, on Havoc, I believe it's called. People are up in the tower, head glitching. People are up on the rock there, head glitching. And this thing can just kind of just pop it a little bit and pick people off. What really separates this from the Gorgon is, well, it's a totally different gun, I suppose, but it's in the LMG class, so it really separates this, the high fire rate and the ability to just hip fire on a guy like that, where you can just kill him and you can shred through him and not have to swap to a secondary. And you can't do that with the Gorgon. If that was the Gorgon, I would have had to switch to a secondary or I would have died. Those were the only 2 options for me. However, with this, you can hip fire and you can get kills from close up and you can head glitch on your own. Just look at the recoil. It doesn't recoil at all, and this is prior to a patch that is coming out that is going to balance the ARs and subs, at least so Vonderhaar said. Like right there, just killing people that are close up. I love it. I really enjoyed using this gun. I mean, it would be the number 1 gun, but the LMG class is surprisingly strong. I never actually thought I would use the LMGs. Typically, I'm a sub AR type player, more so even subs. I don't really touch other guns, but now that there's this Dark Matter challenge, the Dark Matter camo, I really wanted to get it, and I figured I got all the subs diamond, I got all the assault rifles diamond. I mean, why not? I'm just going to get bored playing with the same 3 or 4 guns all the time, so I decided to hop on and start using these other guns, and actually kind of love a lot of these guns. I mean, there's still not going to be arena type weapons, like there's no reason to run these guns in arena, and as you can see close up, it holds its own. It's really strong. And then I go and I pick a guy off a head glitch here, and then you can hop onto B, and I lay on B, and I pick off another couple guys in the top window. It's so powerful at doing that. It's so versatile. As from close range, you can shred these people like I did, and then you can go and you look and I can pick people off of head glitches. It's got a hybrid feel to it, like an in-between what you'd think of an LMG and an assault rifle, but I think that's where it fits. I think that's what an LMG needs to be in the new age, in the modern Call of Duty. That being said, there's still two guns better than it, obviously, and at number 2, the 48 Dredge. Now, the 48 Dredge, much like the PO6, is a gun that bursts fire in a class that we're not used to burst fire, and a gun that I didn't think I would ever use. There was nothing drawing me to a 6-burst LMG. I honestly thought it was stupid, and I most likely made fun of it the entire time anybody else used it. Like, what's this guy doing using the 6-burst LMG? But, of course, in the quest for dark matter, like I said earlier, I had to use it, and then I came upon what I think is one of the top guns in the game. It's really, really fun to use. It's so satisfying. You can one-burst people, and it's got that really high fire rate. It's got a lot of bullets in the magazine, and its stopping power is incredible. So you can just melt people. And there's a couple times in these clips where I hip fire it and I actually get a kill. It's super satisfying. You can sit and pick people off as well. I think it does, from range, it does a better job than a lot of the assault rifles and obviously all of the submachine guns. Again, you do have to adjust your playstyle for all of the LMGs, except for the last one. This one you do have to sit back a bit more, but you can push, and it does compete with a lot of the assault rifles and a lot of the subs. So I was really happy with how this gun performed. With this gun, my only issue with it is just that it doesn't close the gap enough. I mean, it's a very, very good gun. It's a very fun gun to use, but it doesn't close that AR sub gap enough. There's a couple times where you can one burst and just melt people because it's got really good accuracy. You don't even need a sight, really. It's pretty incredible. I put the grip suppressor on because, I don't know, I find the suppressor on the LMGs is really good. So if you guys want to try that out, or if there's better attachments that I'm not using for it. But I do think that this gun, you can just see here, you can just one burst people that are pushing you. It's really fun, but you can't really push as much with this gun. You can't get super over aggressive and pushing. I mean, I've done it with all the LMGs, and against bad teams you can, but good teams are going to catch you like that, so it doesn't really work. I mean, this gun, it would probably be in my top 10 guns in Call of Duty, but for the LMGs, there's just one gun is better, and obviously number 1 leaves the Dingo. This thing is incredible. An 80 bullet magazine to start off with the highest fire rate. It almost feels like an assault rifle. It's like an assault rifle with long barrel and extended mags. That's what the base Dingo is. And then you can throw on some attachments. You can throw on a grip, you throw on a sight, you throw on a suppressor even, and this thing gets nasty. It is a great gun. I mean, I can't believe that people don't even use this gun in competitive. It is such a good gun. I would run it in arena. I mean, I haven't yet because the VMP is always there, and the VMP is better for most of the game types. But in a game like Domination, where there's a 6-man team, you can really shred through people. And then you can see I go and I run up and I push. Mind you, I'm being escorted by a GI unit here. But you can really push with this gun. And there's a lot of times where the hip fire is going to shred through people because they got such a high fire rate. And you're going to have so many bullets in your mag still. The reloading takes ages, but it's not really a big deal because you have 80 bullet magazines and you're going to get like maybe 7 or 8 kills with the 80 bullets. That's a bit generous unless you're a really great player, but I get about 6 kills before I have to reload anyways, so it's pretty incredible. The thing with the Dingo is it's just so versatile. You can use it in any situation. I mean, I've gone into games of free-for-all with the Dingo and won because it's just that good. And it could be on Combine. You can play on Combine, you can play on Evac, you can play on any map. It doesn't matter. This gun is going to stand out. And in a game in a franchise really, that has been dominated by ARs and submachine guns, this gun closes that gap incredibly. And especially, like I said, there's going to be a patch coming in that's going to balance ARs, subs, and LMGs. It's going to bring the ARs and subs down a little bit. This gun's going to be the best gun in the game. I'm almost certain of it. It's already in my top 5 personally because I cannot get enough of this gun. I was almost sad how fast I got it gold because I just had to stop using it. I mean, I didn't have to, but going for dark matter, like I've said 20 times, but you can just see this thing just shreds through people with no hesitation. And at range, you can pick people off that are trying to M8 you and all that stuff. It's just an incredible gun. Not to mention, it's the reason I have my 2 highest kill streaks, and it's the best kill death ratio I have in any of my guns. And I mean, that's got to say something. So I set out with the goal of checking if LMGs are viable, if the weapon class itself is balanced among the others, and I think the gameplay and all the clips here showed that they are. So thank you guys for watching, and as always, I will see you next time. However, make sure you use the LMG class. It's kind of great.